NFL Week 7, we are back. Welcome to the Affaka Show. There is better games on the slate. Thank God. Last week was abysmal. It was football, so I was sitting there, I was eating popcorn, I was a happy kid. But now we have better games, and I'm just so thankful for that. We have a lot more plays than we did last week, so it's going to be interesting to dive into everything. Now, here's the thing. Where are the plays going to be located for, let's say, everyone to go see? Look at my shorts, but in this, we're going to take the deep dive into our 5 best games that we think, okay, this is going to be interesting. This is what we're going to have the most fun with, for sure. So let's go ahead and dive into it because I was stalling so I could get my notes up. Look, we're breaking it down, getting the major attention. Welcome back. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We went 4-0 on Monday Night Football, and you would have saw that if you were in the show, if you're in the live show. First game up is going to be the London game. I don't have a London accent, but we try every single time. Jaguars +3 right now. 59% of the bets and 63% of the money back them. This is just the best London game that we have on the entire slate. Two teams that are both very good, but then also kind of bad at the same time. Tough to explain, but let's try to dive into it. The Rams, they had a really weird game against Baltimore. It was weird, right? They should have been up by a lot more. Puka got weirdly injured, taken out of the game, which is bad for them, but they were sluggish, and we need answers on why they were so sluggish. I have the question marks for this Rams team, basically just because sometimes they look so great, and then sometimes it's this offense is broken, and you're just giving the ball away on easy turnovers. The Jaguars team, though, same thing. They kind of had a tough time against the Seahawks, couldn't move the ball really at will. Anytime they did move the ball, they had a mistake, turnover, usually the ref called an offside. We saw that with when you go ahead and he lined up in the left for Travis Hunter, and his foot was a little bit above, and then you had a sick catch for BTJ, but then it got called back, and then there was a catch later where BTJ hit him right in his hands and fell. So the Jaguars, they need to be able to figure that piece out. The thing is they're basically a London team. Sure, they're in Jacks. Oh my God, people, I'm back on this carpet, and I was doing so good. Shout out A-Bone for that one. And I don't know what it is, people, but just the carpet feels really weird in this hotel. Which are shooting, it's dim, it's bright, I don't know. Whatever. So, Trevor Lawrence kind of seems like he's a bottleneck, right? This offense is exploding, and then it's not exploding, and it's overall just confusing. Really, though, he is incredible abroad. This isn't a broad team. The guy kind of looks like he would be British propaganda. He just has a very just manly chin and face. I don't have that. I'm the other type of propaganda that's not good, and what are you going to do? That's just how it is. When he goes abroad, he is 4-2 straight up and against the spread, so he really knows how to play in these foreign environments. Look, it's a key number. I'll take 3. Give me the +3 here for the Jags. I just don't see a role where the Rams absolutely blow them out. I want them to keep it tight. Going to be a 1-score game. Why not have it be a 3-score game? Why not have the Jags win outright? I think the Jags have a chance to win outright here. It's their team. They're home. Next up, Dolphins versus Browns. If you're a Dolphins fan, like someone who doesn't watch this, who's the life of the party, who's, oh, look at me, I'm the bacon, and you know who you are watching this because there's only 5 people who watch this show. So if you don't know that, you'll meet him. But welcome to the Affaka universe. On paper, this game seems like it's gonna suck, but then also I feel like it's gonna be weirdly good. Colors look cool together, brown and turquoise. And both teams don't really have figured it out. You have the Dolphins, pretty good offense, terrible defense. Browns, god-awful offense and very good defense. So that's going to be an exciting matchup. Right now, the Browns sit at 2.5-point favorites, which is insane. But 24% of the bets and 22% of the money backing them. Dolphins team, they had an impressive, let's just call it space. They had an impressive comeback and showed some fight against this Chargers team. Now, it's not really exactly the, oh, we won the game, so now we're feeling good type of comeback, but it's something, right? It's something to hang your hat on. Honestly, you kind of got to get out of jail free card with this whole Tua and Tyreek Hill being out situation. So it feels like it's still kind of a mess down there. But look, your head coach is not the first one to get fired. We'll jump into that later. The Browns, previous performance, their offense scares me really, really bad. I mean, at some point it has to be on the head coach. I think we actually might see Shedeur Sanders start soon. I love Dylan Gabriel. I'm a short guy. I root for other short men. We kind of have this collective. If you're not part of it, you're probably tall and good for you. But he's bad. He's bad. Kyler Murray is very, very good. And you can see how good he is because of how good he is, and he's small. Dylan Gabriel, he can't get the thing moving. He doesn't have a big arm. The kid is struggling. And Cleveland has gone 11 consecutive games without scoring more than 18 points in those games. Look, last week was depressing. They scored they lost by 14. They only scored 9 points. But look, you're playing the Steelers at home with Tomlin after a bye. You shouldn't really be expecting that much there. Key to the game is really the location where it's being played at. This is being played at the Browns field. When Tua is away, that was a burp for the camera. He's 1-8 straight up in his last 9 starts. That's going back to when the Dolphins were like, okay, maybe even like okay-ish at some points last season, but he's 1-9 straight up. And the Browns' superpower is their defense, particularly on that home field grass, kind of slow. They know how to get off the ball and get after it. I mean, they held Green Bay to 10 points there. So there is essentially your thing right there. Sure, the Browns have gone, 11 straight games without scoring more than 18. They might not have to score more than 18 to beat this Dolphins team here. So I like the Browns to win by 3 or more here, which is another favorite. Oh my God, did I just pick another favorite? No, Jags are a dog. Okay, we're good. Patriots versus Titans Sunday, 1 o'clock. Mike Vrabel, revenge. Why do I feel like his name's not Mike? I don't know. Whatever. I know it is. But Patriots' previous performance was pretty good. They had an impressive win against the Saints team. Also, to mention, the line's at Titans +7, 29% of the bets and 20% of the money are back in the Titans. The Saints team's better than what everyone thinks it is, but this Patriots team did go in there and beat them. Vrabel's going to have his men fired up. He's returning to Tennessee. He played at Tennessee. They said, Vrabel, no, we're done with you. They casted him out. And now this is where it gets interesting, people. This is where it gets interesting. See how fast that was? Maybe I could be like a part of a circus show and be like, whoa, see how quick he puts his hands together like he's thinking of something, but then he found the idea, but then he puts it back? Look, thoughts. Circus Soleil. Get me tossing up there? I don't know. Hard, soft pitch. Hard, soft pitch. Let me know what you want to do. I know weirdly the head of marketing for Circus Soleil does like to watch this show. They've DM'd me on several occasions and have said that the way I move my hands have been nothing short of just fantastic, whimsical, really transports it. They said, and this is their quote, not mine, that the way my hands move is essentially a show like The Sphere. Like, it's another dimension that it brings you to. It's basically like when the guy with the cape from Marvel does the thingy, Doctor Strange, and you get transported into another realm. That's how good I am at this. And what's important here is that this is a big number. And Vrabel gets his guys pumped up. They have the dog mentality. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe they have it just when they're a dog. And when they're up favorites, it's not as good, right? He's covered 57% of his games as an underdog. Just underdog betting blindly. You'd be cashing money. A couple percent. But hey, look, a win's a win. But when he's laying more than 4 points, he's actually 2-5 against the spread. So maybe he gets his men to win, but at some point, maybe you have to win by the number one. Titans' previous performance, I mean, they just fired their head coach. The team's in disarray. Cam Ward cannot get anything moving, and honestly, I don't think it's all on him. He doesn't have any supporting cast around him. He hikes the ball and is like, oh, there's 5 men in my face, and none of my receivers are open. What am I supposed to do? He's made some dumb plays that have gotten to be interceptions, but he also made some dumb plays that have turned into touchdowns. So I don't really know what you want. The key to the game is going to be Cam Ward, right? There is a big bottleneck of this Titans team with coaching. However, coaches coming into the situation are actually like not that bad at covering. They cover 48.3% of the time against the spread, which I think straight up to like 30-something% against the spread. But the real thing here is, can Cam Ward score? I don't think he's going to. Look, they held Josh Allen to 20 points 2 weeks ago. The Saints team got pretty lucky on some turnovers, moved the ball down the field. Honestly, what I would say, some amazing catches. Maybe the Saints team's more legit. I'm kind of in love with him. But I'll be Joe Public. I'll pick the Patriots to win by 7 or more. Simple as that. Next game up, Packers versus Cardinals, Sunday, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. Home line is Cardinals +6.5, 43% of the bets and 41% of the money. Sneaky good late afternoon matchup here. The fans, they might. The Packers, they have the habit of dominating early, but then they let teams hang around, and then it's classic backdoor cover time. They controlled the Bengals super late, and all of a sudden Joe Flacco's like, oh yeah, let's just air it out to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. They covered that 14. Given gigantic spread, especially for the NFL, but this Packers team's not really putting out teams. Look, he needs to stay in rhythm and just keep moving the ball down the field. Their defense that's where it gets really tricky. It's not that consistent, and yes, they got Micah Parsons, but they have just not been getting pressure on the quarterback and getting sacks, which is a big deal. It's a big deal. They are showing some contender flashes, right, to win the NFC, but I'm not fully convinced. Here you go. Cardinals, on the other hand, they start off so hot and now went way down. They start off 2-0 and now are 2-4. That's 4 in a row. Kyler Murray's out, which you have Jacoby Brissett. He's under center now. And he always plays fantastic his first game. Whenever he starts moving on to further games, it's not as great. And that's just really where we have to really look out for. I mean, we saw history repeat itself. He started off great with the Patriots. Like, oh, maybe they should sit the rookie. And then it was like, no, dude, get this guy out of here. Cardinals, they fought hard last week against this Colts team with Brissett. Maybe, again, it was the first time starting. People a little bit pumped up, but that was very shocking to me. So kudos to the Cardinals for that. But they lost. And at the end of the day, they lost. Key to the game is, can the Packers score more than 20 points? Can the Packers score more than 20 points? I believe they can against this Cardinals defense. If they don't, though, Jordan Love is 0-6 whenever they score fewer than 20. Green Bay's defense is vulnerable through the air. Did I say that right? No. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The Bengals, they exposed that last week. Even Joe Flacco was like, I don't even know what's going on. Here you go. Here's the ball. A little passionate for you. Arizona, they need to be able to move the offense. I don't think they're going to be able to. I love the Packers to win by 7 or more. I don't believe in this Cardinals at all. Don't be afraid to tease the Packers with the Patriots, people. I love that pick. I love that. I'll probably do that myself. I might have a little fun. I might tease like all the kids used to do me in elementary school. What are you going to do? I might tease it. Remember in elementary school, we had box tops? I was never good at that. Maybe it's because we didn't eat a lot of things out of a box, but my mom sent me with a couple with a plastic baggie in a Ziploc bag, which I believe she also did cut out the box top for. But talk about a scam. Maybe I should start box tops again. The tops. Here you go. Pay 10 cents every single time. Next game up, 49ers and the Falcons. Wow, my notes really got messed up. Remember the beginning of the show where I was stalling? There you go. Right now, 49ers are 2.5-point favorites with 26% of the bets and 21% of the money backing them. Falcons, they are quietly surging, doing fantastic after a post-bye week win against the Bills. Just kudos to them. Injuries are piling up for this 49ers team, so it's going to be something to be tracking. These are piling up. Coming off bye, they pulled off that big win against the Bills, 3.5-point underdogs. Bijan Robinson, I think his all-purpose yards were 180. If you listen to the show, I told you Bijan. You're welcome. Falcons, ground game, again, that's their identity. San Francisco, Fred Warner's out now. Joey Bosa's out now. Their defense is getting depleted. We'll get to that in a second. The question, though, is, can they make Penix move off the ball? If they can have Penix move off of the center, kind of get out of the pocket a little bit, this 49ers defense is going to be very happy, but they need to also stop the run game of Bijan, which almost seems impossible. Atlanta, they're playing confident, physical football, peaking at the right time. Niners, previous performance, they came up short. I really just kind of believe they just got Baker, right? He was ready to get sacked on 3rd and 14, ran for a first down. It's pretty incredible like that. But they expect Brock Purdy to be back. Now, how much better is Brock Purdy than Mac Jones? Right now, I'm not sure. I don't think it's that much better. Maybe like a half point better, but maybe he'll come back fully healthy and he'll shock us all. But Mac Jones has been playing fantastic ball for what you would expect from a backup quarterback. The offense, it's fine, but they need to get their receivers back and rely again on Christian McCaffrey. He's your number. If they get healthy, they can reestablish, they'll do good. The key to the game, though, is can they stop this rushing attack? Now, I went into it, but it's this front seven for the San Francisco that needs to slow it down. They need to slow down the rush and make Penix throw off pocket. If they can do that, I really like the way that this Niners team's playing. However, I don't believe they're going to. The Niners have been getting lucky with turnovers, terrible play calls. So truthfully, I think the Falcons win this one. I think they win it straight up. But look, I'm a sucker. Vegas made this line for a reason. I'm going to take the Falcons to keep it within 2 here. I like that pick. People, that's the Affaka Show. Very abbreviated version. We went through the 5 picks pretty fast. We are going to be getting way better shows. We're going to be getting timestamps. We're going to be getting overlays. But that's going to require a lot of work, and I don't have time this week. But don't worry, the shorts are on their way.